Merry weekend to you. It's the week of my birthday, which was Monday. And I have to tell you, I had a very good time, yes indeed. Very, very nice. Basically, my friends got me completely sloshed. For the first time ever, really. That was fun. I'm glad I can remember it. I'm glad I didn't wake up feeling like death in the morning. But then I had only drunk 2 bottles of WKD Iron Brew, which were bought for me as my birthday present because I like Iron Brew. So my friends decided to buy me the alcoholic version. And I suppose a fair measure of slow gin, which I had drunk my first smidgen of before 9 in the morning. Yeah, it was fun. The experience of intoxication was rather a nice novelty, and I was just sitting there laughing my head off at practically everything and making them laugh, which was making me laugh some more, and I haven't laughed so hard in years. I really haven't. Had such a good time. But at the same time, I did sort of feel pretty rough. I was struggling to stay awake towards the end of the day, and I still had lectures and work to do, and I was just sat there just like booze, resistors. Wow. I did have a very nice birthday, and of course birthdays mean presents, and well, this year I can't show you very much because, well, the sort of situation I'm in doesn't really warrant a very large haul of presents and lots of people coming round to give you them. So I got a Wallace and Gromit radio. Yes, it's tuned to classic FM. To be honest, it's the only thing that's got anything worth listening to. I sound like an old man. And from my dad, the Star Wars Blu-ray set, which I'm 4/6 of the way through at the moment. And I've got to say, I'm not noticing much of a difference in picture quality. The sound is good, but I'm not entirely sure. It's got good extras on it though. There's like a whole hour and a half of just different spoofs stuck together. That's funny. And a bit of epic foreshadowing from one of my friends back home. A poster that he printed out for me saying this. It's almost as if he knew what I was going to be doing that day. So, I'm a year older, definitely not a year wiser, and it's time to talk about some robots. This week, I have not got my grubby claws on anything, and I'm not that bothered really, because my little prime doodads have, well, lasted me the whole week. They're just so nice and new, and something about them just makes them feel really good to have, and I can't put them down. I just can't. They are excellent little figures. An update to my cliff jumper situation, however, is not a good thing. You may have heard that the other day it was announced that Hasbro have officially cancelled any more further shipments of the first edition figures, which is probably why it's been taking so long for me to get my cliff jumper. But anyway, that aside, I decided to begin the process of giving up with the whole purchase, and bought an RID cliff jumper, the mainline one, from Argos, which was the last one in stock, to send over to Mitch Santona, and asked him very graciously if, instead of him sending money, could we do a trade and he'd send me a first edition cliff jumper, which he's going to do, which is very, very nice. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping this is going to be a good deal. I'm hoping he doesn't feel sort of like he's got the raw end of the bargain, because looking at this mainline cliff jump, he looks so small, and it's like, this thing is not worth 13 quid, and I'm struggling to see how most of the mainline figures are. But then at the moment I only want like Wheeljack and Soundwave. So I sent an email to the seller, very politely saying I'd like to cancel, I'm very sorry for the hassle I've caused. I know what sellers feel like with customers like me, because I have had dealings on eBay before. And he basically just said, yeah, okay, that's fine. And he has kept my order open if I want it. He's refunded me the money, but if I do turn around and say to him that I still want one, because it turns out they've just shipped, now I've cancelled it, I can have it if I want. But no, I'm not going to go down that route. I'm going to look forward to Mitch Santona sending me mine, and I'm going to look forward to sending off his, and everyone will be happy. Apart from that though, this whole first edition news is causing more consternation to me, because the other day, it must have been the day before this news was announced, knowing my luck, I went on Toys and Games because I decided, I've still got Christmas money and I've got birthday money now, so I went and ordered a first edition Voyager Optimus, because that mainline thing looks like a pile of poo. So I'm looking forward to that coming, and as far as I know, it will turn up. Toys and Games are very good at sourcing their stuff, and I'm sure everyone's pre-orders will get sorted out. Apart from that, I have used a fair amount of Amazon money I've got to get a couple of graphic novels, Carnage and Fear Itself, because I'm of course a Marvel reader, and you should all know that, and burn DC burn, and various alienating statements to that effect. And I've got an AXA coming as well, the Hunt for the Decepticons Lockdown repaint, just because whenever I saw it in a shop I thought, I do want it really, it's shiny, and it's like the greatest car mode, and it's such a good figure, and he's got an axe for a hand, and he's got really nice shiny blue paint, but I've got one because I just thought, well, there are other figures that warrant my attention rather than repaints. So I decided to bite the bullet and go for another repaint of a figure I don't have with me right now. So there you have it. Maybe next week I'll be able to show you something. I don't know what it will be that I'll be able to show you. I should have AXA by then. And I'm just looking forward to whatever comes to my door right now, to be honest. Nice new things to read, nice new things to play with. It's good. Now, I'm sure you will have seen my 150th video by now. I haven't, because I've yet to make it. This whole situation with my Armada Prime getting broken has just really just gummed up the works for me. That's what I was going to plan to have for my 150th video, and of course I can't do that. I didn't get round to fixing it or getting a replacement in time to be at home to do the whole big thing. So you'll be able to tell me what I've put up, because at the moment I'm not decided. There's some stop motion I really need to get done, and I think that would be a nice thing to do for my 150th video, harkening back to my earlier days. But at the same time I feel I should do a sort of more of a milestone sort of review, something like Armada Predacon, because really that's the only thing I've got here that's worth reviewing as a sort of special episode. I've still got the Cyberverse Starscream review to put up, which was filmed, and I'm just sort of waiting for everything else to be out of the way before I can chuck that up. That could have been my 150th video, but it's not really appropriate. It's just not really special enough. Right, I'm off to watch Empire Strikes Back.